Ellen Jo is the first S-rank limited agent on release. Ellen is a student, a maid, and a shark girl. She is a strong DPS with fast-paced and flashy playstyle. She is currently the best DPS in the game, dealing massive amounts of damage with her shark attacks. Ellen is an S-rank agent belonging to the Victoria Housekeeping faction. She is an ice attack type DPS with the highest base attack in the game with crit rate stat from her core skill. In this video, we will cover a full breakdown of her kit, combo, best W engines or weapon, disk drives known as artifacts or relics, as well as her best teams. Ellen has a unique mechanic called Flash Freeze, which allows her to hold a maximum of 6 charges. These charges enhance her dash attacks and basic attacks at the cost of 1 Flash Freeze charge per attack, dealing massive amounts of ice damage. Her basic attack has a 3 attack string, with the 3rd attack having the highest multiplier, which is where most of her damage comes from, making it mandatory to always finish the entire enhanced basic attack sequence. You should avoid attacking with her normal basic attack if possible, and always attack with her enhanced basic attack as it deals ice damage and benefits from her core skill. It's also worth keeping in mind that a Flash Freeze charge is consumed even if the attack doesn't hit the enemies. Here are her enhanced and normal basic attacks. Ellen has 2 EX special attacks. The first one is Tail Swipe, and the second one is Shark Nami. Shark Nami can only be cast if you have enough energy after casting the first EX special. To cast both EX specials, you need a total of 80 energy, 40 for each EX special. Each EX special gives 1 Flash Freeze charge, and after casting either Tail Swipe or Shark Nami, you can directly attack with her 3rd enhanced basic attack. Keep in mind that Ellen is invulnerable during the skill, but not during her 3rd enhanced basic attack. How do you get Flash Freeze charges for the enhanced basic attacks? As I mentioned before, you can get charges through her EX special. The other and fastest way to get charges is through her roaming state. By holding or double-clicking dodge while also holding a directional key, she goes into a roaming state with increased movement speed. While roaming, if you press her attack, she will perform Arctic Ambush, which deals ice damage and gives 1 Flash Freeze charge. You can also hold your attack to charge it. In this way, she will gain 3 Flash Freeze charges instead. While charging, Ellen gains increased anti-interrupt and 40% damage reduction. For her assist and dodge, aside from the roaming state, there's not much to say as it's just the standard dodge and assist. For the chain attack and ultimate, there's also not much to it aside from dealing massive bursts of damage and cool animation. Here is a quick summary to get Flash Freeze charges. You get 1 Flash Freeze charge for each EX special attack, either from Tail Swipe or Shark Nami. While in roaming state, you get 1 charge from Arctic Ambush and 3 charges from Charged Arctic Ambush. Finally, for her core skill, her core passive buffs her charge attack in the roaming state, which is what we do to get Flash Freeze charges, and her enhanced basic attacks by a whopping 100% crit damage at max level. Her additional ability buffs Ellen's overall damage, increasing her ice damage bonus by 3% whenever she deals ice damage, stacking up to 10 times for 10 seconds. Dealing ice damage resets this duration. To activate this, you need another ice unit like Sukaku or someone like Rina from Victoria Housekeeping. Now on to her combos. Ellen's combos are actually pretty simple. For the basic combo, if you have 3 Flash Freeze charges, you can just do the enhanced basic attack 1, 2, and 3. If you have no charges or energy, just hold your dodge to enter roaming state to charge attack, then perform enhanced basic attacks. You can also just double tap dodge while holding a directional key for a quick charge attack. Doing this is only slightly faster than holding dodge, but is still a good thing to remember. With the skills, assuming you have full energy, you can go from EX1 to EX2 to enhanced basic attack 3 to EX1 to enhanced basic attack 3. If you can only cast 1 or 2 skills, just go for EX1 to enhanced basic attack 3, then repeat. For W engines, which are the weapons in ZZZ, her best option is her signature S-rank Deep Sea Visitor. The S-rank Brimstone comes in second, and the A-rank Starlight engine at max is the 3rd best option. Starlight engine is the best F2P option and is available in the gadget store, so be sure to buy it as it is viable for many attack type units. Next are the disk drives, known as artifacts or relics in other Hoyo games. After some calculations, her best set depends on how you play her. In a burst rotation with her ultimate, Puffer Electro comes out on top as the best set. However, with Ellen's playstyle, which mostly stays on the field, I would recommend either Polar Metal or Woodpecker over Puffer Electro, with a slight lean towards Polar Metal. All 3 of these sets are good for her, with only a 4 to 9% damage difference. I prefer Polar Metal more as it is designed for her on-field playstyle, while Woodpecker is a universal set good for many units. For 2-set combinations, anything works just fine. Just go for what has the best substats. For the main stats, I recommend crit rate or crit damage on slot 4, ice damage percent or pin percent for slot 5, and lastly, attack percent for slot 6. For the substats, it's just the usual crit rate or crit damage. Next is attack percent, then either flat attack or flat pin. Finally, on her best teammates. For the best team, nothing beats Ellen, Von Lycaon, and Sukaku, with Lycaon as her best teammate. Lycaon is just that good, reducing the enemy's ice damage resistance by 25% while stunning enemies or bosses with his charged basic attacks. For Sukaku, she brings big attack buffs as well as ice damage bonuses. She also brings a 10% ice resistance shred at Mindscape 4. Replacing either of these supports will result in a damage loss, especially Lycaon. But in case you don't have one of the two, you can replace Sukaku with someone like Rina, or Lycaon with any stun units like Kalita and Anbi. This is a damage loss, but still a viable option. Just always remember to have Ellen's additional skill activated. Ellen is a powerful ice DPS with a smooth playstyle. Her combos might be confusing at first, but after doing them a few times, they become quite simple. She is the first limited unit, so she is most likely to get power crept. However, Ellen is still a really good DPS to pick up, especially if you like her design. Anyway, I hope this guide has been helpful. Thanks for watching and see you next time.